Hi guys, got another little project on the TS250 today. um, I got into the frame, the swing arm, started cleaning that up, and let me show you what I found. A lot of rust, a lot of damage inside the swing arm. These are the bushings. Well, actually, these go inside these, which are they're probably made of Delrin. That's what I'm going to make them out of. So I've got basically, I could probably get by with this. The spacer really looks bad, but the inside of it, and of course the length of it is okay. It looks bad. But the bushings, they're just beyond repair, and the external bushings that actually press into the swing arm here, these are worn out because these were. So we're going to make all this stuff. I've got here a piece of Delrin. It's a machinable plastic, and I've got two different pieces of DOM tubing. It's basically a seamless tubing, and I'll be making the spacer out of the bigger piece here, and these two bushings out of the smaller piece. So I already had all that stuff, so I'm good to go on that. And I don't know what the deal was with the swing arm. I've gotten most of the rust out of it. I think there was a Zerk in here. I can't remember whether I took it out or not. I'll find it if there was. If not, I'll put one in it. But there had been allowed a lot of water to set in the bottom of this tube, so it won't affect the integrity of the tube or anything. It's just really corroded. But with all the new parts in there, we should be good to go on this. So let me get over to the lathe and I'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, we're set up over at the lathe now. What I'm going to do first is I'm going to make the two metal bushings. I'm going to make it all in one and then cut it in two when I'm done with the pair. And right now I've just got to increase the size of this hole. This is the closest drill bit I can get to it. I believe it's 15, 30 seconds. And then with any luck I'll have to, I don't know where I've got a boring bar that's small enough, but I've still got to increase it about 10 thousandths. So we'll get on with this, what we can do, and then we may have to punt, so we'll see. Okay, I've got a little boring bar here I think is going to, I won't be able to go all the way through. I'll have to bore it from the other side when I'm done, but I think it'll get one side. Okay, we've got our hole to size. That should give us two with plenty of room to cut it off in the middle. I can face them to length. We need to take about 47 thousandths. Taking a spring pass here. I'm real close. I think I'll probably, after I get through with this pass, I'll just measure it and try some sandpaper on it. It's that close. Now we're cutting the grease groove in the first one. Okay, we got a grease groove in. Now we're gonna part that. Hang on just a minute. I'm gonna move this in just a little bit. I'll have to readjust it. I just don't like it out that far. Get ready to cut the other one off here. Lots of oil with this procedure. Everything needs to be very rigid and straight. Bevel the edge a little bit, and the inside. Alright guys, here's our new ones. Here's the old ones. And these are going to slide onto here. And then these bushings, when we make them, they go over this. These are really worn out. So probably the next thing we'll work on is this piece here, the spacer. So let's get with that. Alright, I've got this all mapped out here. This area right here in the middle is I think they put this in there as a spacer to kind of, you know, it doesn't really fit the inside of the swing arm tube, but at least it's, you know, to keep it falling all the way down on both ends. I'm going to make mine a little bit wider, and just, you know, just because I can, I guess. I think everything will turn out all right. So I'm going to slide this in so I can get it closer to the chuck now. And I'll work this one side, then I'll cut it off, and I'll work the other side. Okay, we got the size on the one end, so we're going to go ahead and cut it off, turn it around, bring it to size on the opposite end. I'm leaving myself a little extra room here just so I can, because the length absolutely has to be right on, or everything could bind up in there, so it gives me a little room to adjust it by trimming it off on each end or one end, whatever I need to do. All right, now we're going to make the plastic bushings. This is Delrin. It's made for this. It's a machinable plastic. So first of all, we got to try to make a hole in it, and then we'll gradually go up to size. And we'll have to finish the size of the hole with a boring bar to get it exactly where it needs to be. But I can step up 2 drill bits here and get things going. Pushing that a little bit. Okay, we're out to within 10 thousandths of where we need to be, so we've got to take it slow with the boring bar. Alright, we've got our hole to size, and I've got it marked up here to where how far I need to go, and this is our lip right here that goes in on the outside of the swing arm. So let's get to turning this thing down. Should be our final cut. Right where we need to be. All right, we got all our parts made. Here's our new bushings and our new spacers, I guess, or probably these are called bushings, and our spacer. This is actually a spacer. Now, all this is not available from Suzuki. The only thing that is these. So if you've got beat up ones like this and you put them inside these, they're going to be beat up the first time out. So you've got to machine your new ones right there. So this will let's see here, there's, it's actually gonna, it'll go in like this. That's how it'll set on the bike, in the bike. Move this out. Probably didn't need to make this spacer. It was just ugly was all. And these actually press into here. You know, they are an interference fit. It's not going to take too much to get it in. But that's where those go. And then these pieces will go in to it. And of course the spacer goes in between it. So there we go. If you like what we're doing here, please give me a subscription and a thumbs up if you like it. And you know, there's just more and more stuff that you have to build for these old bikes, and it's not going to get any better. You know, there's just a limited amount of stuff left over, and it's getting to the point where you've just got to make it. So I hope that by integrating some of the machine work and the building of these parts into my project, I hope it makes it a little more interesting. So, hey, thanks for going along for the ride, and we'll see you in the next video.